Good morning. Today we shall be talking about the introduction to English speech sounds, the vowels. The three-term label to describe a vowel sound are: number 1, the part of the tongue that is used, the height to which the tongue is raised, and the shape of the lips. Depending upon the part of the tongue that is used, we can have the front vowels if the front part of the tongue is used, central vowels if the central part of the tongue is used, and back vowels if the back part of the tongue is used. The height to which the tongue is raised within the oral cavity can be marked imaginarily as close, half open, and open. Accordingly, for describing the vowel sounds, we could have the sound produced when the tongue is raised between close and half close, or half close and half open, or half open and open. Of the various shapes that the lips can assume for the production of speech sounds, two important shapes are essential for the description of the vowel sounds. One is rounded if the lips are rounded when the sound is pronounced, and the other is unrounded if the lips are unrounded when the sound is pronounced. This slide shows you the vowel diagram. When the mouth is shut and the tongue is at rest, at base, the tongue is supposed to be at the open position. It is called as the open position because the maximum height to which the tongue can be raised within the oral cavity is called as close. It is not that the tongue cannot be raised beyond it, but if it is raised beyond the close position, the tongue will be resulting in the production of the consonantal sounds and not the vowel sounds. The imaginary line that is present below the close is called as half close, and the imaginary line present above the open is called half open. As in the diagram, you could see that we have the front part of the tongue, the central part of the tongue, and the back part of the tongue as well. This diagram is called as vowel diagram because this is useful for us to the description of a vowel sound. English sounds have got 20 vowels and 24 consonants. Of the 20 vowel sounds, 12 are called as monophthongs and 8 are called as diphthongs. If the front part of the tongue is used for the production of the sounds, they are called as the front vowels. If the back part of the tongue is used for the production of the sounds, they are called as back vowels. And if the central part of the tongue is used for the production of the sounds, they are called as the central vowels. Today we shall be talking about the front vowels in English. The front part of the tongue is used for the articulation of these vowels. There are 4 front vowels in English, and they are E, A, and A. E is the first front vowel in English, as we find in eat. During the articulation of this vowel, the front part of the tongue is raised towards the hard palate to a position just below the close position. The lips are spread and remain unrounded. The vowel is pronounced for a longer length of time. If you look at the extreme right-hand corner, we have the vowel diagram representing the sound E. We could see that the front part of the tongue is raised to the maximum just below the close position. The lips are unrounded, rather spread widely, and hence the three-term label for the description of E as in eat is a front, unrounded vowel just below the close position. An alternative description could be that it is front, unrounded vowel between close and half close. Distribution-wise, the vowel E occurs in the word initial, word medial, and word final positions on English language. The example for the word initial position is east. For the word medial position is green. And for the word final position is team. Here we have the examples to understand the occurrence of the E sound in English words. P-E-A-K, peak. B-E-A-K, beak. T-E-A-M, team. D-E-A-N, dean. K-E-E-N, keen. G-E-E-S-E, geese. C-H-I-E-F, chief. J-E-A-N, Jean. M-E-E-T or M-E-A-T, meet. N-E-E-D, need. L-E-A-F, leaf. W-R-E-A-T-H, wreath. F-E-E-L, feel. V-E-A-L, wheel. T-H-E-S-E, these. S-I-E-G-E, siege. Z-E-A-L, zeal. S-H-I-E-L-D, shield. H-E-A-P, heap. Y-I-E-L-D, yield. And Q-U-E-E-N, queen. Dear students, I want you to repeat after me. So listen to the examples again and repeat so that it will be a sort of practice. For each sound, we shall be having around 20-25 words as example. I want you to repeat every example. Number 1, to keep in mind the spelling of the example, and number 2, to understand the pronunciation of it. Also, along with the word, the transcription is given along. I want you to keep in mind the transcription also. Keep a notebook, write down all the words, practice it for some time, and then close the presentation and transcribe the word in your notebook for practice. This is the best way to understand phonetics, practice orally as well as in the form of transcription. The second sound that we have is E, the smaller one. E, as in S-I-T, sit. During the articulation of this vowel, the front part of the tongue is raised towards the hard palate to a position between the half close and close or just above the half close position. The lips are loosely spread and remain unrounded. The vowel is a shorter vowel and a counterpart of the long vowel E is also present as discussed. If you look at the diagram that is given at the extreme right hand corner, the tongue is raised to a position just above the half close. It is the front part of the tongue is used. The lips are loosely spread when the sound is pronounced, and hence the three-term label for the description of E as in sit is front, unrounded vowel just above the half close position. We also can describe this vowel as front, between close and half close, unrounded, short vowel. The vowel E occurs in the word initial, medial as well as final positions in English language, as in the examples it, sit and pity. The examples to understand the second vowel E is P-I-N, pin, B-I-L-L, bill, T-I-P, tip, D-I-S-H, dish, K-I-T-T-E-N, kitten, G-I-V-E, give, C-H-I-N, chin, J-I-M, Jim, M-I-L-K, milk, K-N-I-T, knit, L-I-P, lip, R-I-S-K, risk, F-I-T, fit, V-I-L-L-A-G-E, village, T-H-I-N, thin, T-H-I-S, this, S-I-N-G, sing, Z-I-P, zip, S-H-I-P, ship, H-I-L-L, hell, W-I-N-T-E-R, winter, winter. Practice it again and pronounce it. The third sound that we have in the front vowels is A. Letter-wise it is called as E, but sound-wise it is called as A, as in G-E-T, get. During the articulation of this vowel, the front part of the tongue is raised to the position between half close and half open. The lips remain unrounded. If you look at the diagram on the extreme right hand corner, the front part of the tongue is raised to a position between half close and half open. The lips are actually neutral when the sound is pronounced. So the three-term label for A, as in get, is front, unrounded vowel, between half closed and half open. The vowel A occurs in the word initial and medial positions only in English language, as in the examples ATE, it, and BET, bet. The following are the examples practicing for A sound. PEN, pen, BED, bed, TEXT, text, DESK, desk, KEPT, kept, GET, get, CHECK, check, GEM, gem, MEN, men, NEXT, next, LET, let, RED, red, FELL, fell, VERY, very, THEN, then, SEVEN, seven, ZEST, zest, SHELL, shell, HEAD, head, YES, yes, and WELL, well. Very good. Listen again and practice along with me. The fourth front vowel that we have in English is A. Whereas E, and A, the earlier three sounds that we discussed, are present in Marathi and Hindi as well. This sound A is English specific sound which is not present in our language. For those sounds that are not present in our respective languages are to be practiced more. Open your mouth wide and say A. Look into the diagram that is given in the extreme right hand corner. The front part of the tongue is between open and half open. A. A. That's right. During the articulation of this vowel, the front part of the tongue is raised to the position between open and half open. The lips are loosely spread or neutral during the sound is pronounced, and hence unrounded. So the three-term label for the sound A as an apple is a front unrounded vowel just above the half-open position. The vowel A occurs in the word initial and medial positions only in English, as in the examples ANT, ant, and CAT, cat. The examples for the sound A are PAT, pat, BAD, bad, TAX, tax, DAMP, damp, CAT, cat, GAS, gas, CHAT, chat, JAM, jam, MAN, man, NAP, nap, LAMP, lamp, RASH, rash, FAT, fat, VAN, van, THANK, thank, THAT, that, SAND, sand, EXACT, exact, SHALL, shall, HANG, hang, and YAK, yak. Repeat the slide and pronounce it again along with me for practice. So students, this video has presented the front vowels in English. There are 4 front vowels in English: E, A, and A. I hope you have understood the video. I want you to repeat the video again and listen to it for practice. Bye for now. Stay tuned for the next videos.